For more than a month now, the members of the United States Coast Guard have had to worry when they will get their next paycheck. So far, at least 2 payments have bounced since the shutdown. Our Andrew James heard from one retired Coast Guard member who says it's time for local leaders to send a message. It's a big story at 11.
Well, Amanda, the Coast Guard cutter Diligence sits on the banks of a Coast Guard city. Now, one man wants Wilmington city leaders to do more about service members feeling the effects of the shutdown.
Most of the people in the Coast Guard, I would say by far the majority, live paycheck to paycheck.
Scott Parody would know. He spent nearly 30 years in the Coast Guard. Though he lives in New Orleans now, his journey began right here in Wilmington.
Wilmington being one of them.
Parody in town seeing family, but it's what he's not seeing that's bothering him.
Even if there is not a need, I think the city should at least reach out to find out if there is.
He wants to see a message of support from Wilmington city leaders. For more than 15 years now, Wilmington has been a designated Coast Guard city.
This is a uniformed military service that is doing their damnedest to protect us, from harm, from terrorism, and they're doing it without pay.
The designation means cities like Wilmington have pledged to stand up for Coast Guard members, welcome them, and support their welfare. Parody says he just hasn't seen it.
Do you need help? And if you do, tell us how we can help you. And we're not getting that right now, Andrew. We're just not getting that.
So, what will or can Mayor Bill Saffo and the city do to step up for the Coast Guard?
What I promise to do is to at least contact our elected officials in Washington and let them know how important it is, but also let the leadership know and the president know that this is important to our communities, not only here in Wilmington, but all over the country.
These men and women answer the call, continuing to serve in the most taxing time possibly in the military branch's history. Hopefully Washington will answer Wilmington's.
To see these people not being paid bothers me tremendously, and this is not right.
And Mayor Saffo tells me that he has not heard any formal request for any formal need from the Coast Guard at this time. Amanda?
All right.